Hello everybody, this is ZigZagZog coming to you from somewhere in this world, and we are here for Lib 1 mission in the Western North America, Western U.S. region, and on the outskirts of Seattle, to be exact. Small town in Advent Patrol Zone 15, Operation Iron Saga. Let's get down there, hack this resistance computer, and try to do it nice and smooth once again.
Menace 1-5, this is Avenger. The access point we're after is just ahead. Move to secure the area. Expect hostile resistance.
Okay, so our access point, let's go just, well, I guess clicking on the icon doesn't help. We just have to manually get over there. And the building isn't that far away, but once again, it is just like our 8-turn timer. And let's just not overdo it. We may have, if the enemy faces up over here, we may have some explosives out there. It's also an Advent loot sit rep on this one, just as a reminder. So we're going to be in a hurry, but if we happen to find some convenient loot to go check out, we'll try to take advantage of it. Now we're far in the back corner pretty much, and we pretty much just got to get over here and get the job done with an 8-turn timer. So we do have Drummix back as our shinobi on this one. So we're going to move him right ahead and see what he can scout out for us here.
Okay, fine. Oh, look!
Oh, look!
Assholes!
The asshole engineer is straight ahead, and we'll try getting some others moving in the general vicinity so we can take advantage of that. Now there is an opening here through the fence on this half cover, but you know, if I take it, that just might limit some other individual movements for us, but it's not like we have to activate this turn. I'm more trying to get ourselves set up if they wander towards us. We'll see if we want to do some more yellow moves. But Machine Hater... we found a lone drone over here. And I didn't get, when we got the little snapshot over here of this pod, I did not quite get, was it just 2 or was it a full pod of 3? So I kind of feel like I want to get further out there. Now we do have a hacky tower here, so I guess what we'll do with you... Yeah, I really can't get through there without opening the door first. So, Speshmik list, I guess let's do that. Let's open the freaking door. And then next turn, you'll at least be able to check out the hacky tower. So maybe we can figure out what we need to do potentially with that. And then we'll also keep our eyes up here.
I see it. Moving there now.
And no new sightings, at least not yet. I'm gonna probably, at this point, not knowing the direction of the drone flying, not knowing the direction that they're wandering, I probably won't push too terribly far forward. Because like we said, we aren't, you know, once we get fighting, it's going to seem too far, but we aren't that far yet. Why don't we come here first with you, Sectoid?
I'm going that way.
And then we only have one more left to get positioned, and that's you, Blue Jay. And wouldn't it be nice, as I always say, wouldn't it be nice to open with a flamethrower?
Moving on target location.
So what I'm thinking we'll do is it should be safe to get you up here. And just in case folks are inclined to wander towards us, let's get you right up front.
Good copy. Moving on target.
Okay. And I'm kind of thinking we'll overwatch with you just in case he beelines it for you. And I'm going to bring, just in case, we're going to bring you back here. Yeah, we're going to bring you back here.
All right.
And then just in case, I'm going to get my run and gunner up a little more aggressively also. And everybody else, well, you are everybody else. Overwatch.
Halte die Augen offen.
Okay, so it's a drone, but I thought a drone and a engineer was all. I thought I saw a second body, but maybe I'm wrong. So that drone seems to be wandering off. And so a flamethrower opening is not necessarily my first choice with a drone involved. So now I gotta think. If they're wandering away though, Drummix, I'm thinking about trying to come out here a little more. Perhaps even to there, but we'll do it a blue move at a time, just in case. And we do see the drone, so at least we know his further detection radius. And we definitely know I was mistaken. There was only one body in the first sighting. Engineer and a drone. I'm going to see if we can get our eyes on the other drone, and maybe if we're lucky, another pod out there in some convenient corner cover.
Yes, and yes.
Okay. Now they're going to be wandering by, so maybe what we do is we just kind of put you here, Blue Jay, just in case.
Moving on target location.
And then that means for you, Sectoid, I don't have a clear-cut choice, at least in my mind. Let's go check out the hack and see disorient and squad reflexes. So those sound like not the kind of things I have to worry about picking up during the mission. But sometimes I get fooled by the names, although I don't think we are this time. Yeah, we don't need to disorient them for 2 turns or increase our dodge for 2 turns with the option of potentially failing the hack at 41%. So we are done. Alright, so what we have to do then is still make our way over here. Try and get things done there. So I'm actually going to bring you over here, Sectoid. I don't get the sense that they're going to turn around right away. And we're going to run you over here. In fact, let's just, you know, when we're exposed, I kind of like to do it. And where is that other drone? I don't quite see it. Okay, he's back there. He could turn around. Let's hope he doesn't. Keep you there, and then Spesh McList, since I'm not interested in the hack. And I don't feel like I need an Overwatch. We'll bring you here.
No need to ask me twice.
And then Machine Hater. Wouldn't it be nice to get you across the wide expanse? And I like the idea of corner cover. Not if they turn around, but, you know, in general.
Okay, bin unterwegs.
And there we go.
Got it bloody covered.
And we hear a door open somewhere, probably in the house we're going to. They're walking away. For now. This drone is not moving in the other direction so much anymore. He's kind of a little bit moving back towards us. And he's kind of locked us in place a little bit. Doggone it. So it kind of gives me the feeling that we are going to need to react and do something on the drone, and then at the same time over here, and then that's 1/3 of the enemies that are out there, because yes, we did boost this one to get it down to 7 to 9. And there's doorways. This is the only building we're really aware of, and I see an open door out the back. So we could have another pod over here. We're going to have to keep that in mind. So I'm going to think about, if we're activating, I kind of want to get a sense of where the other pod is a little bit. And at the same time, though, I don't want to put you in a position where... But if we activate this thing... Well, this is what I'm thinking. Since it's a drone, I'm thinking about an activation like this. Just boomity boom, big loud announcement, and then all we got to do is worry about this drone, and we got two ideal individuals over here, or, well, we got a hacker to take care of that drone. So I think we just need to go live, have Drummix then it'll free Drummix up. We just have to hope there's not a ultra difficult pod remaining where we would have wished to have this perk. And let's go.
Firing rocket!
And that rocket seems to have not centered very well. And we are only ever so slightly lucky that you are not revealed yet. So I think what we're going to start out with is I think I'm going to try shooting at this drone. We have center mass. We do not have any kind of shredder ammo. We do have a shotgun available back here though. And is anybody on any kind of Overwatch? No. I'm a little pissed at that rocket. Doggone it. The wandering only said 0.84, I thought, but it sure feels like it was a crappy rocket that wandered more than that to do this kind of damage. So, ZigZag is not a happy camper, because it leaves me with just 3 more to take care of 2 drones. So, I kind of feel, let's see, 77% right here. And gosh, you just don't have the shred. You just don't have the shred. Problem is, you do hit harder, machine hater, and that's what we're going to count on. Just hit hard enough to ignore, get past the armor.
Von der Rüstung abgeprallt.
And that's pretty good, because I feel like a shotgun is a nice option to potentially take it out. So that means I'm probably, well, let's do it for sure. Let's do it for sure. The other thing is we could easily just throw a grenade over there right now, not risk moving up in case there's a pod right here, and I think that is the way to approach this one.
Grenade!
We destroyed loot. Oh well. It's always weird to me to find out that the drones were carrying loot. It's always weird to me. Now we can look at a little haywire protocol. Since we've seen 2 drones, what are the odds that we'll see yet another one?
Grab that pod.
87%. We got to make this one happen. Oh my lord, are you guys torturing me here lately? Oh, baby.
Taking control.
Okay, we are shut down with the drone. Now, part of the problem is this guy that we didn't kill, and the only person I have left is the shinobi who I did not want to bring out of hiding quite yet. So I'm going to bring you over here, the Drummix, for starters.
All right. God, you guys are ugly.
Yeah, okay, they're on the roof. Sneaky devils. They came out that door and went up onto the roof. That means that we know of 5 out of 9. That means 4 are still out there, and I don't like those kind of numbers. I am going to... They jump down and charge us a bit. I'm going to bring us a little more wide on a... Yeah, we're kind of near the end, the side of the map now. So we're just going to make sure there's nothing. We're going to see if we can get any vision behind there. I'm afraid to come up here too close in case they jump down to go towards the noise. I don't want to quite get us exposed yet. What do we have here? Oh, Lord. Makes me feel... Oh, yeah, you know how tempting that is. But after last mission, I guess we're going to take the chance. And you know what he's going to do? You guys are going to get flashbanged. I'm not looking forward to that idea, that thought. So is now the time to take care of 2 enemies by blowing this up. And what it may also do is then give us access. Because I'm assuming it would have a good chance of blowing a hole in that wall. So Specimic List can maybe hack from a great distance, and we can hang back here. Yeah, I think now is when we expose you, Drummix, for a very good reason.
Here we go! That's not good!
And he's coming for who? Drummix! Thank goodness. That was a big miss. 73% miss. Holy smokers. We did get rid of these 2. And we have sight of more also. So that's good to know. Now we have to plan out how we need to get this done. We have a drone right here that needs to go away because it's going to wake up. We have a guy right here that needs to go away because he's a pain in the butt. And if we move too close to do it, we activate the other pod. Now we have you, and you have an assault rifle. So what I'm probably going to do is bring you forward to Specimic List, finish off the drone that you disabled. And let's do that first to make sure that's a doable thing for you. In fact, is it doable from here? 76%. I feel like I want to move you closer, and we'll come up with an answer over here. I hope.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that improves our odds to 88% now. Yeah, look at that. Both drones carrying a loot. What are the odds of that? Now, as far as grenades, well, guess what? We have one. And I can bring you up to here. And I hope, your arm is good enough to throw the grenade that far, because I'm afraid these guys are going to activate and move towards the noise, because we're making a lot. So if I bring you here a little bit closer, well, let's do this. Then we'll know. It's about 6 shy. And if we're moving up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it's cutting it close, but I hope that will work.
Genug gewartet.
Oh, the pain and suffering of Commander ZigZag. Drummix, what do you hold? You hold one too. I kind of did not want to have you throw one. Yeah, we don't see them. That's why we don't know. We've lost sight of those guys, so that's why we're not seeing. And it's only half cover here. Not full. It's a step closer. But it's that closer that we need right now. So, Drummix, let's hope this is not an activation and one step too far.
Okay, fine.
And it's not.
Seriously? A grenade?
Yes. Alright. We have some freedom to move. I think we realized last time that moving out in the open over here was not a wise move. So I think what we'll do is, and we're going to have to do our escape here soon. I wonder. We are very close to being able to see that thing at a distance, and that excites me. What I'm going to do is probably move you over here. It won't be on Overwatch then, but you don't have an exciting Overwatch weapon anyway. What I may do is actually, I think we can pick this up and bring you here. Now we see 2 more out there. That's 7, but you know, I got to be careful about pushing forward too much either, because there's another pot of 2. So I think we'll play it safe. Yes, it means we'll be in half cover. Oh well.
Moving on target location. Pretty sure.
All right, PCS defense. And is there any better cover for us? Not feeling it. We're going to play it safe.
Roger that.
Okay, that means you'll be able to get on Overwatch for a potential scramble from these guys. I do like that idea. And then over here, Tristan. Let's see what Carlos. Wrong. I'm mixing up names already as commander like you wouldn't believe. So Carlos, I think it's only a shotgun It's a shotgun for Overwatch, which isn't exciting, especially at this distance. So maybe it's better just to ease you a little closer and not be on Overwatch. And that might be a little bit closer.
Bestätigt. Überwachung läuft.
Another
It's gonna
drone.
be rough, boys.
Didn't I say there wouldn't be another drone? The thing is, though, other than that horrid 94% miss,
Das bin wie gesagt, was? Ich kann es ja versuchen.
those other guys did not activate. Now we do have revival protocol available. Guess what? This could be our first time to bring you back and get you unstunned. The other thing is I got to find out how close do I have to be to see this computer. So we can hack from this distance. This is our distance that we need to be. We're a few steps back from that right now. We do not have Haywire Protocol back yet. So I'm thinking, how do we want to deal with this drone? Who's your teamie? Oh yeah, it's our Shinobi. And so and the Shinobi can't do much against these guys. We do need to get an evac zone. So let's do that first. And if we're going to be able to hack from a distance, let's keep ourselves at a distance, like around the distance we will be able to hack from.
Minutes. Request an evac now.
This is Firebrand.
And kind of deal with it that way. Now we have, and once again, these guys bopped out of view again. So I know somewhere out there we have a grenade. So I think if I revive you, you will once again be able to potentially throw a grenade. So I think now is the time for a little revival. And now let's take a look. And there we go. That means we can shred some armor off this guy, so perhaps some others of us can do something to him.
Granate geworfen.
And didn't do much in the way of damage, but we did hurt him. 67%, and we're gonna just stay here and take it. Ah. Okay. because some of our potential follow-up shots here, my friends, have me concerned. So what we could do is keep you there. Our move here to slice him will activate these guys. And if they scatter in an awkward way, we also have a flashbang that will be available, or a teamwork that would be available. And we have a run and gun that could be available about yay far. So they would have to be somewhat aggressive on their advance. So I am going to Drummix. I know you're used to staying in the shadows, but I'm going to give you full cover here. Risk, and what I'm thinking is we see 6 and then the 2 others are 8. That could be the field right there. There doesn't have to be 9, unless it's another drone. The drone is down and they are activated. And they did not play nice. They did not exactly activate in a great direction. And I will not have a flame thrower that could shoot far enough. Now, the trooper is in the front. The sentry is not overwatching. I can get this far for a potential flashbang. And that just may be what we have to do. Because coming here, I can only see one of them. And because I really am not going to be able to get other shots in the game. And Carlos Sectoid, we're really only going to be able to probably work on repositioning you to get you in range for run and gun. And that is the way we're going to play it. So get up here and flashbang. You'll be most at risk, Blue Jay, just because you're only going to be in half cover.
Orders confirmed. On the move. This one's gonna be bright.
So we got them flashbanged. So what I'm going to do, Carlos, is move you up here so you're in run and gun range. And we're playing it that way. It's full cover and they're flashbanged, which doesn't mean, you know, those oddball, that's XCom things can't happen.
I'm on my way.
Well, we're trying to do the best we can to prevent that. And he went straight for the half cover like I was afraid, and he overwatched. We have an answer to said overwatch. Someone just recently managed to get himself a promotion, and we have the ability to run an overwatch and flank big time.
I heard you. You really messed up, but what do I know? I'm just a genius.
It was a nice miss, and I do like this shot. Take that in your Overwatch. And then I think we bring you out of the darkness to do this. Alright, Speshmik List, it is time for you to get in position.
Didn't see that coming, did you?
To kind of finish things off here. And that, believe it or not, this is not close enough. So we're just going to run you all the way up there so we know it will be close enough next turn.
Got it. Moving.
And we took some dings,
Waffe geladen.
but it was only armor dings. Nobody has had their health messed with.
Feuerschutz.
All right, Blue Jay. We're just gonna do the same. We're just overwatching. And there we go. It's time to hack our target. All right, we got ourselves a 50-50 chance on picking up a small cache of alien alloys, or a 1 in 4 chance, basically, of acquiring an advanced PCS. We'll go for the half-half. Alloys are always needed, eventually. There you go. That's the kind of hacking we like.
We've confirmed successful acquisition of the Advent files. Eliminate any remaining hostiles in the area.
Okay, Bradford, I think we've taken care of that.
Ready to rock.
So we'll reload here, kind of have everybody hang out until evac, and just play it that way. We have a reload we can do here. Yes, you can reach. Well, we'll bring you a little closer just to play.
I'm going this way.
Just to make sure, Carlos, and then reload.
Ammo here.
And we'll do the same with you, Drummix. We'll bring you back and reload. And we are ready to get out of here with reinforcements only yellow.
Back to action.
Do you think guys should stick around and try and kill one more to get our 9th? Maybe if we're all just standing in the evac zone waiting, then maybe we'll try it. I think someone's learned his lesson.
Fucking get some.
This is Firebrand. It's time to go.
All right, we're going to head down into our evac zone.
Confirmed. Closing in on the target.
On those gates.
All right.
All right, everyone's there. We are gone.
Woohoo!
All XCom operatives are secure. Firebrand is returning to base.
All right, guys, flawless again. This one was an easier flawless than our last one. I'm still got that one on my mind. All right, we got ourselves a pyramid photo here. Kind of cool, guys, doing the old pyramid formation. We're gonna stick with this one, Viking 1.
Think the elders will like this one?
And despite the destruction left in their wake, XCom refuses to let go of the ways of the old world. They will continue their wanton and reckless crimes until
Thank you,
the entire
speaker.
world burns
80%
around
shot
them.
rate, which is
We are
very,
grateful to
very
the
good.
elders for their support in ending this menace once and for all.
Drummix most damage, Speshmik list, most attacks. I guess they count your drone attacks. And moved furthest, Carlos, you were the speedy one on this one. Your hair must be aerodynamic for you.
Let's hope they all go that smooth, Commander. Great work.
All right, we got a promotion out of this too. Drummix, you are a Lance Corporal catching up with everybody else. And with that in mind, we're going to Blade. We're giving you combatives on this one. All right, we got a PCS defense. We did get 10 alien alloys out of this. We got it. We're doing it. And we do know of at least one loot that was destroyed. But that's the only one I noticed. So at least, you know, we're doing all right. Okay. Before we get back out there, we're looking. Look at this. We got our training in 28 hours. We're gonna have our first two that went into the GTS training school come out as what is it? Squatties? And I had a slight pause there while I searched my mind for the right term. There we go. Let's go in the armory. And today, I think I had, in fact, I chose one of the trainees themselves, Alexei Frog Calamont. We're going to take a look at your backstory and see and find out about you. And if we take a close look, it looks like you are definitely one battle-hardened individual. Scars all over the face. Cool jacket on the back. So there you go. And is your eye missing or just beat up? That's what inquiring minds want to know. So born and raised in France, Alexei proudly served in the French Foreign Legion before the aliens took over. Following the establishment of Advent, he and many of his unit chose to go into hiding rather than serve as enforcers for the new regime. Now, upon hearing of XCom's renewed resistance activities, Alexei has enlisted with the dream of reuniting with his former comrades and forcing the alien menace off of his planet. So welcome, well, soon, very much welcome to the team. In about 28 hours, we'll see if we can find a way to get you out on the field. And I think you're a shinobi who's being trained. So, yeah, that's it, shinobi training. I think what we had talked about, or what I had talked about out loud, is making you our first stealth shinobi. So that means when we get to our first tower mission, you're going to know what you're doing on that one at least. All right, so that's the plans. There's our team right here, and I think we need to get out there and get some missions done, is what I'm thinking. Okay, I just want to double check for my own purpose, because sometimes, you don't play for a day or two. I wanted to make sure I had Haven advisors and whatnots out there. Oh, look at that. Overlooked that one. And what we will do, we're going to put you, Gravedigger, back in there for the time being. Let's make sure you have a loadout. Yeah, I think the ablative is a good enough loadout for you. You're best served with your speed. Well, actually, 15 mobility is not bad. I think I will do this. Well, 15 plus 1 brings you up to 16 without this, and between 16 and 15, we'll give you a grenade. The question is, what kind do we want to give you? The resistance folks usually have some grenades. We're gonna give you with a flashbang. Okay, so what we need to do is get some more missions. We have Strength 3 up here in the Western U.S., and we have Strength 1 down here. Vigilance 3. Force level is 2, so we'll see when that bumps up here coming up. But we're going to keep pushing in the Western U.S. In spite of our Strength 3. Guess what? It's probably now not going to move out of here down to here like my first thoughts were, just because the vigilance that we now are experience up here may just leave it to stay. And at some point, when it gets to a point, we'll start just scanning back all the time back down here again to try and start drawing some strength away when we get to that point that we need to do that. And Raul, Laser Master Machine Hater Jr., you now have gained your sniper training and the hollow target ability. And Alexei, you now have Phantom as your ability. Welcome back to the team, guys. And we'll think about throwing somebody else here in there into that training coming up, because it sure is nicer to take our recruits out for their first mission as a non-rookie when they have a little bit in the way of skills. All right, we got a good timer on this one. And this one is an extraction for crates. And we need this mission. And we have Location Scout on this one too, which can help us track and locate where some of the enemies are. 7 to 9 on this one. So we are definitely going to do this. So let's get down here and we will be back with the team we are going to pick out. Okay, guys, we are back with the team, and I think you'll recognize a couple of our new trainees right off here to the left. We got Frog going out as our Shinobi, and we got Laser Master going out as our Sharpshooter to see about giving these guys some live action. See how they feel if it's different than training. We brought along Gravedigger also on this mission. Then we have a bonded pair, and by the way, I did go through and I made about 4 pairs of bonds, and we're going to review those as soon as we finish here. And Machine Hater, you got bonded with somebody, but they're already infiltrating somewhere else. So let's face it, I noticed there was enough options for bonds. I needed to get those done, and we did, so I can work on start not splitting up our bondmates as much as possible, like with Machine Hater at the moment with his bondmate. So we'll start getting them all paired back up and building those bond pairs and strengthening them whenever possible. So we also have Dave the Grinder, or the Alien Grinder. Alatrista is along, so those two happen to be bondmates. And then Machine Hater as our gunner is along also. We have a few grenades, couple flashbangs, and I think we're pretty well balanced, and I hope, for this mission. So let's get down there and get infiltrated.
Sky range. Squad green to deploy.
Okay, let's get back in there briefly inside, and let's take a quick peek at some Bond photos so we can introduce you to who the new Bond mates are. And here's a pair. Shane Boom Vanson and Kurt Wagner Gleiser are along as a pair. Advent, meet your nightmares. That's a sharpshooter and a Ranger bond, and that particular bond is a 9.4 rating, so good job, guys. Then we have Alatrista and the Alien. Did somebody call the Cavalry? And those guys are an assault and a specialist at an 8.8 bond. Good job, guys, taking out the sectoid trash. And then we have a Grape and a Maltese along, the ultimate fire team. That is a sniper and a Ranger pair right there, and we got one more left. Let's take a peek. And here we have Coach and Machine Hater along. That's a technician, or technical, excuse me. I get my Phoenix Point terms mixed up all the time with this one. And our gunner, Machine Hater, the deadly duo. So welcome to the team as new bond mates. We'll try to improve those relations for you guys, so you'll gain extra benefits from those bonding pairs. Now let's get back out there, and we probably have some more searching to take care of out here, is what I'm thinking. And we do have a mission here coming up, a smash and grab, and I like having some loot missions coming up, because boy, if we want to take advantage of our lasers. In fact, I could have taken our first laser out on this mission, but I guess it might be the next one.
When inspired, our team is actually quite efficient.
Okay, we got this research done, so we got a few things. Now, I think this unleashes these. I still think we have to build these weapons too. And they are proving ground projects, and that very well could be our next building, but we got to kind of balance that out with the laser weapons we're going to want to build too. There we go. And so what I think I'm going to go into next, I think I'm going for the potential, but we're going to really have to get, I think the Proving Grounds is going to be my next building, and then we'll go after Psi after that. So with that in mind, I'm going to do the Advent Trooper Autopsy first.
Knowing that my past surgical experience is limited, I am sure the crew appreciates that I hone my skills on fallen Advent forces before triaging our own wounded. To the uninitiated, the common Advent Trooper is seemingly human. The aliens have disguised its most glaring divergence from the human form with a carefully designed helmet.
All right, let's get back out there.
The aliens have considerable resources at their disposal, but we've still managed to do reasonably well against them, despite our own limitations.
And it looks like we may have our next mission coming up, our smash and grab, and indeed we do. One thing I noticed, that's why this mission was still showing 7 and 9. Just as we must have gone into this, guess what? Our strength did move down to New Mexico. So now we're both kind of balanced out in strength. Eventually that strength may eventually want to move up. So I may try bouncing back and forth to kind of keep the vigilance up in both these areas. Try to keep it balanced for now, for the time being. So let's take a look at this mission real quick, just as a refresher. It is extremely light still, because the strength level of 2, it's when it goes up to strength level 3 that the baseline becomes 10 to 12. So we get the benefit of the lower baseline. We do not need or get to over infiltrate. This mission does have high explosives, and it is a revealed start. Let's take a quick peek at the squad that we're taking out. We can see a couple bondmates that are going solo because we formed the bonds, or I picked the bonds after some of these missions were already infiltrated. But once these missions end, we'll be able to deal with that. The good thing about a revealed start is we have a shinobi to scout who stays revealed even on a revealed start, at least until she's exposed. So this is the team we're taking out. Hisako, Anaconda Chen, Mark, Coach. We'll skip the last name now. Caltageron, and Andrei, the gamer, Lucian, and Tristan, Maltese Swain, Jay, Joker, Kelly, and Noix, Avaroth, DeWitt. And we were talking about advancing you and turning you into a grenadier. So it'll be good to get that promotion going, because right now we're running with a single grenadier. I would like to add a second one, and you would be it. So that's the team we're taking out next time. Hope you come back to see how this team does, and how we do on supplies. Let's hope there's 6 crates or points that we're able to take instead of just 4. It can be, usually it's between 4 and 6. And that's why I try as much as possible on this mission to bring 6, and that's what we got. So let's hope we can maximize our haul, and there are 6 points of interest to pick up. So this is ZigZagZog signing off from somewhere in this world. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I do hope to see you next time.